here, and then bare metal, and we're going to scroll all the way down to live boot, and we're going to do the 32-bit. Live boot means it can run off a USB and or CD drive, CD DVD. It's 3 gigs, so let's download away. Your favorite tool after you've downloaded it. The same one I used to create some of these videos. And then just start. So we have another system here that we're going to restore, and it's going to use this is going to use Kali. This right here, it looks like it's a Toshiba, and it had Windows 8.1 on it, and this was a refurbished unit. Not sure the history on it. It was given to my sister by a friend, so we have no idea what the history is. It is a Toshiba satellite. So let's go ahead and open it up here. And it's a satellite AMD A8. And see what we got going on. So look, that's the error message we have here. Okay, insert disk to continue. Okay, so we're hitting enter, and obviously, as you can see there, that is not really working for us here. Insert boot media. So we're just pushing all buttons here, pushing enter, and obviously none of that works. We do have the disk to go ahead and fix this, but that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is we're going to be using Kali, and this is Kali 32-bit 2021.3. I just freshly downloaded this as of November 18th. I freshly downloaded this. It's about a 3.1 gig download. It's an ISO, and I made it bootable. So we're going to go ahead and use Kali here to access our drive. So we went ahead and connected our external USB drive. This is a 1 terabyte. So we're going to go ahead and put our Kali disk in, the DVD, and we've already set the DVD to boot from DVD in the BIOS. We've already set that in the BIOS, and each manufacturer of these are slightly different. So we're going to go ahead and did here is we access the BIOS, and I believe it's escape, but on this BIOS. So we're going to go ahead and show you the main screen on this. So as you can see here, it's an AMD A8. Again, super ancient to today's technology. It's an AMD A8 with AMD Radeon R5 graphics. It's a 2 gig processor, 4 gigs of memory, and it doesn't say how big the hard drive is, but we already know that it's a 412 gig hard drive. So in this particular instance, we're going to go to advanced, change boot order, and we want, so this does have a USB. This does have a USB to back up, to boot up. But we're going to go ahead and we hit plus to make the optical disk the higher priority on this. Obviously you can boot from USB on this device, but for this example I want to show you how to click OK, and then we're going to go ahead and exit here. And each system's BIOS will be completely different. And this is F10 to save and close. Exit saving changes. Yes. And then now what's going to happen is this is going to go ahead and first look at the CD-ROM, and that's where we have the Kali. Live 686 PAE. Hit enter, and it is kind of it takes a while for it to load. So it's loading, depending on the speed of your machine, because it's going to take a little while to load. So this is quite dated, this machine. If you have a faster machine that you're trying to get the hard drive from, but as you can see here, it's going to load Kali. Okay, it finally loaded. And we're going to zoom in here. Desktop, the Kali desktop, and again, we are not installing anything. This is not an install. This is running live from the DVD. So finally loaded the desktop here, and as you can kind of see here, our USB backup. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. Okay. So we have our USB backup, which is right here. This is the device that we have included, that we have attached, and I just double-clicked on it so that it can mount it. And here's the files that are on our USB backup. And we created a temp directory. And basically, we're going to go ahead and set that aside. And now this is the system drive. This is the system drive. I opened two of them, didn't mean to do that. And let me show you. So this system drive, so again, we could restore, we could put the operating system back on, but all we care about is the data. So this is the, and just to prove this is a Windows drive, we're going to go ahead and look for there's programs and files. Here is Windows here. And I want to zoom out just for a minute here, just so you can see all the files. And so here's Windows here. And just so that we know that we're working on a Windows, this is a Windows drive. See good old, here's setup, should see system 32, here's system 32 here. So definitely to prove that this is a Windows device, and this is the local hard drive on this computer. So there's system 32, so just to kind of prove that we can access the files now. So we like, documents and settings is a great place to start. So it looks like Lee was the owner of this computer, or at least that's who has a directory. And here's pictures. Pictures is always a good place to start. And this is first time seeing this machine. It was given to my sister because she needed a computer, but I don't know if somebody put Windows 10 on it. We don't know. I'm not sure. So here's some pictures of some people that I don't know these people, but what we can do is copy them to USB backup here, and we're just going to do a Control A here to select them all. Actually, let's go up a directory. Let's go up to the pictures directory. And this is just a demo. So we could definitely do an exact copy of this drive. But we could do an exact copy. This is a 400 gig drive. We have a 2 terabytes. So, we could definitely do that. But for this demonstration, I just did Control A, and then I'm going to do a copy. And then we're going to go to our USB backup. Here, I thought steps, or we can just dump it to temp. And normally you would probably label this, whatever drive, but let's go ahead and paste. So right now, as you can see there, I'm going to go ahead and zero in a little little bit here so you can see the files getting copied. So basically we are going to copy, it looks like 750 megs, and these are picture files. So she can, my sister can let the previous owner, the person that gave them to her, and says, hey, if you want these pictures, we can back up the pictures for you, put them on a USB. So basically, look how quick that was. So, and then pictures are always a good place to start because people have a ton of pictures and stuff. So obviously, and you can poke around. We can be fancy and do an exact copy of this drive and put it on our USB. But I'm just showing you just an example. We're just poking around, getting an example here. Usually documents have a lot of stuff in there. My music, my videos. And here's a paper. Here's a Word file, and I don't know if we have Word installed here. Yeah, I can't load it because it doesn't know what doc is, and that's perfectly fine because we're going to go ahead and load this, copy these two files here, and go ahead and copy those to our USB backup. Just doing Control C, the standard commands here. We're going to copy. And then we're going to copy this to temp for our USB backup. Yeah, that copied fairly quickly, and I'm sorry about that. And then looks like pretty much pictures. We can, of course, have some more time to poke around in here, but this is using Kali, which is a newer version. Canopix, like my other video, is an older version. That older laptop probably wouldn't have loaded Kali, so this is just an example of restoring data from a crashed hard drive. The hard drive technically did not crash because obviously we can access the data. The files or the operating system did crash. So I just wanted to specify there. So let's see if they have anything in music. Don't see anything in music. But so we can do this, give this to the previous owner and say, hey, if you're interested, these are some files that we found. If not, we can just go ahead and reinstall the hard drive. Reinstall the operating system. So again, I hope this helps. This is again using Kali, which is a newer copy.